So, good afternoon. Good afternoon. Lee Lake Gunner is back again in the building. And we're going to talk about Coutinho again. Before I get into that, I will be doing a press conference reaction. Mikel Arteta has literally just done his press conference in the last half an hour or so. So, I will be doing a press conference reaction at 5 o'clock. So, make sure you come and check that out. 9 o'clock, I'll be doing my preview for the Aston Villa game. So, make sure you check that out. And if you're a member on level 3 of the memberships on this channel, I will be doing a member stream tonight at 7 o'clock. It was supposed to be yesterday, but obviously I did the watch along for the Man United Chelsea game. And we got Chelsea again in the FA Cup final. Throwback to 2017, bit of revenge maybe for Baku last year, where we got absolutely embarrassed in that final. But I'm really looking forward to that. That's not far away. After this video, I'll be dropping a video, a Premier League transfer on. I need to start getting back on them because the games have been coming thick and fast. I haven't really been doing so much of them, but now the games are slowing down a little bit. They're not literally every 2 days anymore after this Villa game. Season's pretty much done now, isn't it? So I will be doing them and uploading them as regular again. Tomorrow, I will be dropping a Premier League video when I'm up and about, and then I'll be doing the watch along an hour or so just before kick-off, doing the starting 11 and stuff like that as well. So yeah, loads of content to come. Big up my guy as well, latest member of the channel. Thank you very much, Jahed. Appreciate that. But thank you very much. Thank you to everyone watching on HOTMIC as well. If you haven't downloaded that, do so. We're not far off 900 people on that now. I'll come back to some of the comments in a second. But let me just upload that. There we go, sorted. So anyway, let's speak about this guy, Coutinho. Now, Coutinho has been linked with Arsenal for what seems like an eternity now. All through lockdown, he was linked to us. His agent, Gia Jarabchin, sorry, is obviously David Luiz's agent as well. He's Willian's agent, and he's Coutinho's agent. We're a retirement home for old Brazilian footballers. Well, that's how it seems anyway. But listen, without trying to repeat myself over and over again, obviously, he went on loan to Bayern Munich from Barcelona for 2 years. They never activated the clause to sign him. They didn't want him. They want to go down a different route. Barcelona, they just want to get rid of him. That's got to be one of the costliest mistakes ever in global football since football began. 140 million quid. Liverpool must be laughing all the way to the bank. Barcelona, funny enough, still actually owe Liverpool about 60 million quid for that transfer. But apparently it's only Arsenal that pay in instalments. But they do owe 60 odd million quid on that. Now, listen, there's a lot of rumours going around that Matteo Guendouzi is going the opposite way. That remains to be seen whether that happens. But it would make perfect sense, wouldn't it? Guendouzi's come in. I think he's a pretty good footballer. I just think his attitude's a little bit over the top at times. Running around telling Malpai he's on 40 grand a week is just taking the piss. Let's be real here. That's just muggy, you know, especially when he's saying we're crap and I'm earning that much money. But it looks like Mikel Arteta doesn't want him there anymore. He was asked again about Ozil today in his press conference. I'll come to that on the press conference reaction a little bit later. But Guendouzi, on paper, with his age, with his ability, is probably around 30 odd million quid, isn't he? Now, Coutinho is said to be coming the opposite way. Now, anybody who's watched this channel for a long time knows that I don't particularly rate Coutinho. I think that that kind of player is dying out in world football. If he comes in and absolutely smashes it, then of course I'm going to sit here and go, yes, I got it wrong. Like I will with Mikel Arteta, funny enough. But some people get caught in their feelings on that one. But with Coutinho, I'm going to show you this that he posted on his Instagram. I can't go full screen with it, so apologies for that. So there we go. Coutinho posted this on his Instagram, him staring out of a private jet. And at the bottom of that, you can see he says, coming back. Now, that sent Arsenal fans into meltdown. All the stories are now leading. He's on his way to Arsenal. Some Liverpool fans think he's going to Liverpool. But his agent is very tight with Rouse and Haley. David Luiz is obviously one of his clients as well, like I said. Willian's another one. I said many, many times I'd take Willian at Arsenal. I think he's a decent footballer. I think he showed that again yesterday in that cup semi-final. Every time he gets the ball, he runs, he's direct, he spins and runs at people. I'd like Willian. Coutinho, listen, he's got world-class ability, he's got no consistency for me. And, you know, it's all well and good going over to the Bundesliga and scoring 8-9 goals like he has this season. Fantastic. He's had a half-decent season for Bayern Munich. The fact that they don't want to keep him, and the fact that Barcelona don't particularly want him, I don't know. Maybe that shows where we are in global football, that, you know, two of the biggest powerhouses don't want this player, so he's a cast-off. Oh, we'll have him. But is this going to come back to haunt us if it is a swap deal for Guendouzi? Because if Barcelona want Guendouzi and we take Coutinho in return, the age difference between the two of them's mad. Not only that, Guendouzi's not even hit his ceiling yet. Has Coutinho hit his ceiling? I don't know. Listen, I haven't seen enough of Coutinho week in, week out as such over the last X amount of years since he left Liverpool. At Liverpool, yeah, fantastic. At Barcelona, never really hit the ground running, never really got involved. I think he scored a hat-trick in one game. Other than that, he ain't really done a great deal. They then farmed him out over to Bayern Munich, and he's quite injury prone. He's had a few injuries since he's been there. He's been in and out the team, sat on the bench, not even in squads. There's no doubt he's a quality footballer. Is he what Arsenal require? Maybe. I don't know. We don't necessarily create a great deal in football matches, especially this season. I mean, even in the last two games were a defensive masterclass, and we took the chances we had. In other games, like the Tottenham game, I think we had 2 shots or 4 shots on target. Other games, we've only been struggling. And this is not just an Arteta thing. This has been an Emery thing. And even the latter year or so of Arsene Wenger, we struggle to pepper chances at goal. Can Coutinho be the difference in that? I don't think he can. Real talk. I genuinely don't think he can. But I think that this potentially could come back and haunt us, because if Guendouzi gets his head on and stops being a bit arrogant with it, I think he's got a really good career in football, and he can reach the real top heights of football. If we do this deal, then maybe we should have something in there that says we should have first option to buy him back, or we get a sell-on clause or something like that, blah, blah, blah. I just look at it and I think with the Coutinho deal, this could go one of 2 ways. He could either come in and be absolutely superb and everyone goes, oh my God, why was Lee even thinking about it? You're eating your words, one of them ones. Or he comes in and flops. And then we've then got another player that's aging. He's not getting any younger. He's already hit the heights in terms of Barcelona, Bayern Munich, etc., etc. And then he's on big money as well. So it's a bit of a weird one. Like I'm kind of on the fence with it, but at the same time, I don't particularly rate Coutinho. Guendouzi, I think, is all right. I think he's a good player. I ain't going to lose any sleep if he leaves, because let's be real, have we missed him recently? No, we ain't. He's played a lot of games in a row for Arsenal since he's joined here, and then Arteta seems to have just gone, right, since Brighton, you can sit down, mate. You ain't getting a game for us. You're not getting in match day squads for us. So if Arteta don't want him, then it's probably best he gets rid of him. If he wants Coutinho, then cool, go and get him Coutinho, which is what I said about Emery. Emery wanted Wilfried Zaha. We served up Pepe. Now, whilst I think Pepe is a fantastic footballer, if the manager wanted Zaha, we should have got him Zaha. You know, and that's where I think we're going to have a slight issue this summer. Is Arteta going to get the players he wants? If this is a player he wants and Guendouzi is a player we don't want, then that's a step in the right direction. Get him gone, we get Coutinho in. And if he comes in and smashes it, then yeah, I'm all for that. If he comes in and does a Mesut Ozil and disappears in after games, if not more, and he's on big money, then it's going to be a huge mistake that we're stuck with for the next 3 or 4 seasons, isn't it? So I don't know. Listen, we'll see what happens with it. But like I said, all reports around at the moment, not only in Spain, but in England and all over the internet, are suggesting that this is nearly done. It's pretty much a done deal. So we'll see what happens. The transfer window does open later this week, so don't forget that. I think it opens on the 24th. So that's open all the way through to October as well. So daily transfer update will be consistent all the way through that. Premier League transfer update will be consistent all the way through that as well. Starting back again today with Kai Havertz, and we'll be speaking about him, and Ross Barkley as well. So make sure you come and check that out. Do smash the likes up. I'm going to read some of your comments and thoughts out on it about Coutinho and Guendouzi. I know a lot of you guys don't particularly rate Guendouzi. Where's that comment? I haven't seen you in my chat for time. Where you gone? Where you gone, baby? Let me find you. Where is he? These comments go so quick, I can hardly see him. There he is, my boy, Flozzanelli. Hey, I see you bought a new toy the other day. Yeah, you're doing all right, bruv. How's the house coming on? I ain't been getting no updates from you, bruv. It's like you don't even know who I am anymore. Do you know what I'm saying? But let me see what you guys think. Big up everyone on HOTMIC. I can see your comments as well, so we'll rifle through some of them in a second. And it would help if I turned my charger on for my Mac. I thought I'd already done that. I'm sitting there charging. That ain't charging. This is a joke. I hope he's not coming to the club. There was a reason Bayern didn't want him, says Jaden. I'm very well, Carl. I'm very well. Ayadika, I forgot your name, my buddy. I'm very good, mate. I hope you're well. I want Coutinho. Ain't gonna lie, he was sick at Liverpool, says Esme. Read Arteta's press conference. 5 o'clock press conference reaction. The reason I haven't done it now is it's only the sound bites, mate. I haven't got the full transcript. I'd rather do it with the full transcript. So I'll do this. I'll drop the Premier League video, and then at 5 o'clock I'll be doing the press conference with a full transcript. So yeah, man. He lacks consistency. I agree. I think he does. I think he does lack consistency. Evening, Burke Buds. No, I know you're busy, man. Don't worry. I think Guendouzi ain't that all that at all. But I think that with Coutinho as well, I'd rather get Schlobberschlei. I'd rather Schlobberschlei, baby. He's a good footballer, young, up and coming, decent. Score for the next match. You'll find out tonight at 9 o'clock when I do my preview. Can we swap Ozil for Coutinho? Bro, we can't even give Ozil away, bro. Nobody will take him. We've been trying for years. Nobody wants him, mate. Am I thinking he's flying back from Germany to Spain? I would like to have Coutinho, but buying him doesn't appeal to me. Barca should be okay with the loan. Well, listen, I don't know when Coutinho's loan deal run out at Bayern Munich, but I'd imagine that it was either the 30th of June or the 31st of July. Now, listen, like I said, nobody knows where he's flying to. I'm sure some Arsenal fan out there has tracked the plane because that's what we do in this fan base. Let's track somebody's plane because we're not stalkers much. But he might be flying back to Spain. You never know. But it sent everyone into a meltdown. The stories have obviously been there for the last 6 months about Coutinho to Arsenal. Arteta looks like he wants to get rid of Guendouzi. 2 and 2, put them together. I don't know. Like I said, we'll see. Gia Cherabkin's got form with Arsenal with David Luiz. He is pals with Rouse and Helly. I do think we'll probably end up getting Coutinho, and I do think that Guendouzi will be going the other way. I do think this is a deal that's going to happen. But we shall see. We shall see what happens. At first, I didn't want him, but the idea of Willian and Coutinho is growing on me. Big up yourself, LP. Willian's a quality footballer, man. Yeah, a really good footballer. And the fact that he's come out and said that he's leaving Chelsea, yet Frank Lampard still consistently plays him every game. And he's still performing at a high level. Yesterday, I thought he was superb. I actually thought Chelsea were wicked yesterday. Yeah, some of their little intricate one-touch passing was superb. Man United was shocking. Yeah, don't get it twisted. But I think that was 2 reasons. Number 1, Chelsea were great. And number 2, that Man United, for some reason, changed pretty much half their team. Why would you do that? It's a cup semi-final. So, but yeah, as for Willian, I think he's quality. Who do you think would have won the Ballon d'Or? What do you mean, who would have won it? Ain't they doing it? I don't know. Messi, bruv. Just give it to him every year. Big up my boy Rax. Coutinho can shoot from 35 yards, doesn't go missing in big games as well. Well, yes, that's very true. He can take a free kick as well. Let's get Mbappe and Griezmann. I'll take Willian in a heartbeat. He knows when to turn up when it matters. Yep, most of them Chelsea players do. Chris says, for me, we should sell Guendouzi for 40 to 45, get a war. He's on the upward trajectory and is on less than half of Coutinho's wages. That Awar, I think that's how you pronounce his name. There you go. Look, everyone's on it. Awar, Awar. Get a war and Schlobberschlei, just so I can say that all seasons. Louise got a contract to get Brazilian players. Maybe that's true. Maybe he gets a slice of the pie. Maybe he's their agent, bruv. Who knows? Maybe he's their agent. Not many of you rate Guendouzi. Mr. Rotten don't rate him either. I think he's all right. I think he's all right. They've cancelled the Ballon d'Or this year because of the corona. Really? They've cancelled the Ballon d'Or? Wow. So football can go ahead, but the awards ceremony can't. Okay, that makes no sense. If Leicester miss out on Champions League, we could go and get Ndidi. Yes, Ndidi, Esme. Yes, Ndidi. I'd love Ndidi at Arsenal. I rate him higher than Partey. I think he's class, man. But I wouldn't mind either. Both in the same midfield would be good, wouldn't it? But then you get told, no, they're too similar. Okay. Guendouzi will never be world class. Says Jamie, thoughts on Kai Havertz to Chelsea? Well, you've just linked me nicely with a seamless link, Ben. Because as soon as I do this video, I'll be dropping a video about Kai Havertz to Chelsea, because that is that close to being done. 80 million euros, and Chelsea are the only team in for him, which is unbelievable. So there you go. Panrasta1 says Guendouzi is too slow and has poor ball playing technique. I do think he holds onto the ball too often, and I do think he's very lightweight. And like I said, listen, Coutinho's got world-class ability. It's now getting the consistency level out of him. You know, can he do it in the Premier League after not being in the Premier League for so long? We shall see. We shall see what happens with that. And if he can, then yeah, of course, he's going to make us a lot better, isn't he? But it remains to be seen whether he can do that. But listen, I'm going to wrap this stream up because I do need to do, I need to build a few thumbnails as well. And I've got to drop that video out as well. So listen, I'll be back at 5 o'clock, press conference reaction settings. So come and check that out. Mikel Arteta joined me about an hour ago. We had a nice little chat about Arsenal, and he loves the channel by all accounts. So yeah, all have a wonderful afternoon. Laters, peeps.